you all. Carpetbagger here along with Jen.
Hello.
Coming to you live from the south, way south, down here in Key West, Florida. We're only going to be here pretty much for one day. We're leaving tomorrow morning, so
on a cruise!
Heading on a cruise, which we'll talk more about later. Jen wanted to see some of some of the things she's been wanting to see. Again, she wasn't able to join me last year when we came down here, so I'm trying to do some highlights of Key West for Jen.
I had a rooster experience this morning.
Yeah,
I pulled into the parking lot, I went to go get coffee, and they ran up to my car, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm so excited!" And I FaceTimed him, I'm like, "Look at my friend!"
So you've seen your roosters.
Yes, I've seen my iguanas.
You've seen iguanas, you've seen roosters.
Yes.
But now, it is time to see our old friend here at Fort East Martello. We're going to see Robert the doll.
So excited.
The haunted doll that lives here in Florida, one of the most famous haunted beings on the planet. So you excited to see Robert?
I am. I brought my Polaroid. I have to ask permission.
You're gonna ask permission,
but I'm excited.
Permission to take a nice Polaroid of Robert. So please follow us. Yay. All right. Flag welcomes us in to the East Martello Museum. All right, and we go within the brown curtain. So this fort here, actually a Civil War fort. I do not believe it saw any significant action during that time. Now here's a doll house. This house will be a little too small for Robert. And there he is, Robert himself. Of course, the display case is armed with an alarm system. But we're not trying to get inside there. Just respectfully observing him from outside the case.
You started filming without asking permission.
Robert. Oh, me and Robert, we go way back. Robert, you've seen me before. We have a understanding.
Oh, okay. So you have to ask once, and then you're kind of like besties for life.
I don't know. I feel like me and Robert have established a rapport.
I really like his bear dog thing.
I think it's a lion.
Oh, I was way off. That's my favorite part. This is pretty magical.
I like his face, how it's has that unique pitted face. He sees he's stuffed with straw.
I also like that they have music playing.
Yeah, they have
add to the.
They're playing music box music.
It's definitely a weird feeling in here.
Oh, what are you writing there, Jen? Love you, Robert. And lion.
I really like the lion.
So here they show letters that were sent here to Robert, people apologizing, feeling that Robert had left them with some sort of curse. Commonly people apologize for mocking him or for taking his photo without permission, feeling that somehow left them with a curse. So kind of just like the Cliff Notes version of Robert. He was given to a young boy in the early 1900s named Robert Gene Otto. Gene gave Robert his name and then used his middle name and was called Gene from that point on. Anytime anything bad would happen in the house or misbehaving or things destroyed, Gene always said Robert did it, and Robert would end up being a lifelong companion to Gene, having his own bedroom in the house, basically being like his partner, his part of his family for the rest of his life. He did marry a wife. However, when Gene died, the wife left for Massachusetts, left Robert behind. People that lived in the house afterwards brought Robert to the historical society here, saying that it was haunted, that he moved around the house by himself. There was many people who observed Robert from looking out the windows of the house. Many people say Robert walking, moving around by himself like a real life Chucky doll. So yeah, one thing that is very common is, people taking pictures or making fun of him and Robert, and feeling like Robert cursed them for leaving. So it is said to be customary to ask Robert's permission to either film him or take a photo of him. Jen wanted to get a Polaroid of Robert, so you're gonna go ask for permission.
Robert, may I take a Polaroid of you and your little lion, and later a cell phone picture, because
And you're supposed to look at him. He's supposed to give you a sign. Yeah, I think he's cool with it.
He's cool.
Okay, so
that's good. You and Robert are besties, so I think that you'd be the best one to know.
now there we go.
Thank you, Robert.
All right, they're starting to come in there.
That one I accidentally used the flash, so that one's not so great. But yeah, they're starting to come in. You can see like my little lion friend.
And a close look at Robert here. Some of the detail on the doll. You can see in the back there a little bit of hair there under the sailor cap. Now, always a pleasure to be able to stop in and say hello to Robert, the doll. Jen, did you have any final words for Robert?
I'm really glad to meet you. I've wanted to meet you since I've heard of you, which it's been a while. And I like your little lion. I also like stuffed animals. So I think we would have a kinship too.
You think you get along with?
I think so.
All right. Well, maybe you've made a lifelong friend here.
I think so. It was nice meeting you guys.
Right across from Robert is this old horse-drawn hearse. Now you'd think the story of Robert the Doll may be the creepiest thing in Key West, or the creepiest thing in this museum, but you may be wrong, because it actually has the gravestone of Elena Hoyas here, one of the darkest stories in Key West. So Jen, do you know the story of Count Kozel and Elena Hoyas?
I know I do. I always forget stories, so remind me of the story.
All right. So we have is there a picture of him? Oh yeah, right here, a picture of Count Kozel. He was a man who was posing as a doctor, and he fell in love with one of his patients, Elena Kozel, here, and he was treating her, and he fell deeply in love with her.
I remember this now.
You remember now?
Yes.
She passed away, and he stole her body and turned her, using wax, turned her into a giant doll. So not the only doll, doll here, but people would see him dancing with her body, and eventually he would be caught. They'd found that he was actually living with her dead body, turned into a doll that he lived with. They confiscated it. He went to trial. At the trial, he asked the judge to return the body to him. Of course, the family was freaked out. They didn't like this.
No, not a thing you normally ask.
They ended up hiding the body so he couldn't get it. So it's, I think, buried somewhere here in Key West. Originally, it was at the Key West Cemetery, which this exhibit's talking about.
Well, isn't there a picture?
Oh yeah, I don't see the picture. You can see. You can
I
look
remember
up.
the picture.
You can look up a picture. There is pictures online.
It's one of the scariest things
easily
you'll ever
found
see.
where you can see the human doll, and it's very haunting.
Yes.
But over here we actually have, this is shattered. This was the original mausoleum, and the reason it's shattered, see it's all different pieces, is because before Count Kozel left Key West, he dynamited.
Really?
He blew up her mausoleum.
I didn't know
out
that
out
part.
of pure spite. So.
And they were able to piece it all back together?
Yeah, they got. I think there's some missing pieces here they filled in, but this is the actual original plaque or gravestone from the mausoleum with her name on it. So that's all. And that might be a little even scarier and creepier than the Robert the Doll story.
Yeah, it's very unsettling, especially if you look at the picture. So be prepared. If that's
Yeah,
what you choose to do.
warning if you choose to go see it. But yeah, it's haunting. Yeah, this is a variety of stones from the cemetery. But yeah, that's Elena Hoyas. Look at that, the eye there on her stone. Here's some exhibits on the cigar making industry in Key West. Here's a Key West trolley car. They don't have trolleys in Key West anymore. That'd be pretty cool if they did. That would really tie the island together. Here's the sponge industry. And of course, to get those sponges, you gotta put on one of these super creepy scuba suits. Model airplanes. Actually, here's some airplanes from here. We're actually right next to the Key West airport. Yeah, there's a collection of folk art here by Stanley Pompeo. Some really cool stuff. This is a submarine. Here's a shrimp trawler. See it pulling this net behind, getting all those delicious shrimp. I think this is pretty moving. These are all items left by Cuban immigrants who come over here to the States trying to find a better life for themselves, often taking makeshift boats 90 miles across the ocean. And it says that when they land, they usually discard the supplies that they were using on the boat. So all these are different items that were left behind. Oh yeah, you can see the big compass there that they would have used on their boats. And look at that little child's hat there. So there's some very young people coming over on these makeshift boats. And here's one of the boats that would have been used to attempt to reach the States. It says this was found 10 miles south of Key West, and they're unsure if anyone aboard survived or not. So the people that were on this were never found, and I guess they could have technically, made land and left the boat behind, or they died at sea. Yeah, you can just see how made here, tied together with just different pieces of twine and cord and cloth, different wires, just kind of makeshift, strapped together. 90 miles over open ocean on this. Jen just translated this on her phone. It says, please, the last person to leave Cuba, turn off the lights. And as we step outside here, we see a giant dollhouse. I would say the theme here at the East Mortello Museum is creepy dolls. You have Robert the doll, you have Elena Hoyas, the human doll, and then you have Edna Wolowski's dollhouse. To squat to get in here. But yeah, this is full of dolls.
This is a creepy place.
Oh, look at this little like a little pixie or something. And Edna didn't just keep her dolls in here. She also had a natural history collection here in the dollhouse. So it looks like the pictures of Robert are finished developing. And this one, it's like spooky, like he has no face.
Yeah, this one too.
Oh, it almost looks like there's like, I don't know, it's just a reflection, but it's like something moving there.
Yeah, look, like here it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a hand moving there and a face moving there. Interesting.
But the one with the flash that I took actually
One with the flash
turned out the clear.
turned out clear. It's got a little flashlight that
Surprised me.
actually, yeah.
This
one's really good right here.
That's my favorite one.
Look at that. That's really cool. And this shark cannon here, as if you look closely, there is a moray eel poking out of the end of the cannon. And I think we'll peek here into the lookout tower. I can remember how to get to the top of the tower. Yeah, it's like a labyrinth in here. Oh, there's stairs somewhere. Oh, there they are. Yeah, this spiral staircase that'll take us to the top. Some more of the sculptures here. Look at this rabbit. I think it's a rabbit. Let's see what we can see from here. How much of the island we can get a peek at. You hear roosters crowing. Roosters crowing everywhere. So yeah, this over here, this teeny tiny building, that's the Key West Airport. And as we exit through the gift shop, you can see all the wonderful Robert the Doll merch. This is a bigger than life-size Robert the Doll, and I would buy this in a second, but it is $2,500. Still, it's amazing. I do have one of these, the actual Robert the doll. Someone actually mailed this to me in the early days of this channel. I also have this one, the Holiday Robert Elf. And look at that, he actually murdered the elf on a shelf. It says, it was, Robert did it. Over here next to this very spooky bride, some other Florida ghost stories. You see the different postcards here. And this postcard's actually made of wood, which is pretty fun. You got your Robert Christmas ornament, hang on your Christmas tree. Oh, that
found you a pin.
Robert the Doll hat pin. Because in case of emergency, break glass. And apparently, Robert the Doll has his own rum. It is red. Oh, it's red rum. Red rum. And this is pretty great here. This is the museum on the bottom of the snow globe. You got Robert on the top, and then some black snow.
I think that's my pick for a souvenir.
That's what you want?
Yeah, you already have the dolls, and we have the Christmas Robert too. So I think I want this one for upstairs.
All right.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I think we would take this home. Oh, look at this. We got some of those Key West roosters. How you doing? Hey, buddy. Yeah, these roosters are not native to Key West, but they've established a population here and now are just part of Key West's wonderful culture. Just hanging out by his giant anchor. Gobble, gobble. We've added another pin to the hat of goodness. These are the three I started out with. We got Adam, we got Frankenstein Manor from Epic Universe, Mystery Spot from Santa Cruz, and Robert the Doll. So one of the main reasons we did this makeup trip to Key West is, you know, I went on the buoy to buoy road trip last year. Jen was with me at the northernmost buoy. She wanted to meet up with me later in the trip so she could see the southernmost buoy as well. Guess what? The buoy is closed.
Buoy!
Oh my god.
Buoy! But Jacob!
What? This is about right. Well, I don't know.
This is about right for everything that's going on.
Oh my god.
This is like, there's like a box. Do you think that's it?
Yeah, I think that's it right there. I think that's it right there.
I mean, I've gone as south as I can go.
Yeah,
I mean, still...
technically, are we technically at the southernmost point?
I think so. The box is right there with the buoy.
It seems so much more anticlimactic.
I know.
That we're just standing here by
So
a construction fence. So apparently they're...
Let me pose with this danger sign.
Because this is like the corner of the island, so I guess they're having to do some construction work on the seawall. So they got to do some construction, I guess, the southernmost point.
Buoy!
Right on. So, yeah. This is a bummer.
How many times have you seen the buoy?
That's 2 or 3 or 4.
Oh, you're gloating.
I'm not gloating. No, I'm just being honest.
I asked you purposely so I could say you were gloating.
Like I said, last year she got in a car accident, was not able to see the southernmost point. That was kind of the whole goal
Do you remember like when people said you like cursed me with the monkey's paw and stuff? Like I'm feeling like this is true.
It's been a rough couple weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, not that this compares to some of the other stuff going on, but
Can you see the box?
what a kick!
Oh yeah, there.
What a kick in the pants! This reminds me of when I went to Hawaii to do the state fair, and they canceled the state fair. We went all the way to Key West
was pretty cool.
to see the buoy, and they canceled the buoy.
How can you move the southernmost point too? There's a sign over here.
Oh yeah, I gotta show this. So, apparently, for pictures of the southernmost point, apparently there is a backup buoy. You have to go down that way. So they moved it.
They moved the southernmost point.
The southernmost point. How do you move a geographical point? That doesn't even make a lot of sense. Well, let's just take a peek here. We can see. Yeah, I think that's the buoy. There's an iguana crawling around back there. Oh yeah, it looks like they're building up the seawall. Like they're building a higher seawall there. Maybe to protect the buoy. And I'm assuming that's the buoy in the box there.
Buoy!
It says they moved it. I don't know if they put like a replica buoy. So as absurd as this is, I guess we will head down and try to find where they moved the southernmost point. Again, moving a geographical point does not seem like something that can exist in a world that has rules of physics and matter.
So I'll have two different pictures. There's one, I guess where I'm like, yay! And then I'll have one with the pretend buoy.
All right, we'll pose with this one. Here. Yay!
There's less of a line than usual,
That's
right?
true. There's usually a line, like a line down the street here. No one's waiting to see this. Okay, it looks like we just walked down this way a few blocks. So this house here is the southernmost house. I don't know why the word southernmost is twice. I guess maybe just for emphasis. And here we are at the new southernmost point. You can see here, still got a huge line here to wait to get a picture with. One of my issues here with the new southernmost point is that there's a bunch of people standing clearly farther south right here. You can see that over there juts out further than the southernmost point. I guess the fact that it's not the southernmost takes maybe just a little bit away from it. It has a America 250 designation. Of course, different spots around the country participating in America 250 as it is the 250th birthday of America. And this is, I guess, considered a point of interest on the 250 road trip, the southernmost point. Ironic, 2026, the 250th anniversary. And ironically, if you come on this anniversary, it's in the wrong spot. All right, well, I'm glad you at least got the opportunity to wait in this long line to get your
Can't wait.
I thought you were really missing out, not getting to stand in the line.
I'm just happy it's in the shade. That's all I care
It's
about
really
right
warm,
now.
warm today here in Key West.
It's so humid here. Lupus doesn't like humidity, so I'm like, all right, I'm glad it's one day.
All right, we have made it to the front of the line to see the new southernmost point. Jen, are you happy?
I'm very excited.
Get in there, pose with it. Is it worth the wait?
Yes.
Is it worth the fact that it's in the wrong spot?
That's a little...
There we go. Are you gonna give it a hug, Jen?
Yes.
There you go. Big hug for the buoy. All right, it was good seeing you, buoy. Hope someday you do find your way back to the appropriate location. And over here, next to the buoy, is a lesser known sculpture here in Key West. This is the catfish. It's like a cat mermaid almost, and is actually the same sculptor They made those sculptures at the East Mortello Museum. We got a photo booth here on the beach. Now, is this like specifically?
It says the southernmost point.
It says southernmost point on the picture. Okay, we'll do this. Let's climb in. Okay, so it looks like we can get transformers.
Oh, there's Key West.
Okay.
Here. But look at all these things. Zoom masks.
Scary masks. You want scary masks? What makes it all spooky? All right, let's see. Do we actually have like?
That one's Key West. See, it's cute.
Oh, okay. So you can get this one. This one here has the buoy on. All right, so let's get this done. This curtain here keeps blowing in on me. We gotta keep out that blinding Florida sun so it doesn't ruin our picture.
There we go.
All right, we're ready.
It says pick a filter, but I'm good. I'm not
no
a big
filters.
fan of filters. Pick a
Hashtag
photo
no
strip.
filters.
Do you want this one?
That looks good.
Yeah. Oh, it's at the new location. We'll have one with the new photo location. Okay, so take photos. What are we doing first?
Look into the camera. All right.
What's the next one? Buoy. Buoy.
Buoy. Oh.
That's fine. Kissy, kissy. Is that it? Yep, guess so. I like the blue one.
I was trying to do like a thumbs down, but I covered us both up.
I actually really like it.
You want to redo that?
No, I like it.
Okay.
Love them.
Download. I think we want to print them. We don't want to just have them on our phone.
Yeah. No. I just want a photo strip, please. Finish.
Yeah. I guess you can download it on your phone if you want.
Oh, now printing. Yay.
Hey. There we go. See if we can get the. There we go.
I really like.
Yeah, we were trying to say buoy.
I like them.
So out on the beach, we have these police horses. I guess they're actually police officers. You know, the animals are considered to be police officers. So we got the Adirondack chair. Now we tried the big Adirondack chair yesterday.
Yeah,
it was a little too big.
Yeah.
Think you can sit in that one?
I think so. This one's a lot better.
A lot better than the giant one. You okay?
I fell forward. The other one, if I fell forward, I would have like faced.
You would have cracked your skull. There we go. And how are you doing this afternoon, Officer Horsington? Where are the cops that are riding these horses? Are they off sunbathing on the beach? Okay, so this is the southernmost beach in the continental USA. So they moved the southernmost point to the southernmost beach. Obviously, honestly, if you completely ignore any sense of geography, this may be like a better, more convenient location for the southernmost point. Jen's gonna get some sand here for her sandy collection.
I have been labeling the bag.
That's good. I was worried you weren't labeling the bags.
Look how white it is. Ooh.
Oh, you can see waves here splashing into the end of the pier. From out here you can get a good look at the southernmost point from behind. In some ways it kind of appeals to my sense of tourism that a simple geographic inaccuracy does not deter a huge crowd of people from coming out here and taking their photo with the southernmost point. I don't know if this is going to remain here permanently, or if they will be returning it to its normal location once the construction is finished. And yes, please don't come after me in the comment section. I know that there is some geographical dubiousness for the old spot as well. We've stopped off here at the Key West Key Lime Pie Company. Get a little key lime pie for ourselves. You can see the dangling limes from the ceiling. There's a type of key lime pies. You can get a mini pie, a pie cup, a whole pie, a slice of pie, or a bar where a pie is dipped in chocolate. So me and Jen both got the chocolate covered pie bar. This is nice. They put it on a little plate, add a little bit of whipped cream. Jen got one too.
You were talking about it when you were in Key West, and I really wanted to try it. It sounded good. I've never even had key lime pie. The only one.
This is your very first?
Yeah, I had the Baja Blast pie, and they said that from Taco Bell, they had a special promotion during Thanksgiving. It's on my channel.
I don't know if Baja pie counts as key lime.
They said it counted or tasted like key lime pie. Did you think it tasted like key lime pie?
I don't know.
No? Well, I guess I'll find out if it tastes like it.
Take a bite of that. I think it's really good with the chocolate.
It's really, really good.
You like it?
It doesn't taste like Baja Blast pie, by the way.
A little whipped cream there.
I like the tartness.
That's so good. Yeah, I love the sour taste with the chocolate and the sweetness.
Amazing. I can see why you were speaking so highly
You
about
love it?
You like it. Yeah.
You know, I think I like normal key lime pie okay. Something about the chocolate bar really does it for me. We are both members of the Key Lime Pie Clean Play Club. Come down here to Duval Street in front of the world famous Sloppy Joe's bar, one of the more popular establishments here in Key West. A long history here, Sloppy Joe's. But I want to come over here and actually get something to eat because, there goes the Old Town trolley. Because apparently Sloppy Joe's the bar and Sloppy Joe's the sandwich are actually connected. I thought they were two separate things, but there is a connection. So apparently, the Sloppy Joe sandwich was not invented at Sloppy Joe's bar, but apparently the name of the sandwich comes from Sloppy Joe, the Sloppy Joe bar. The sandwiches were already popular. They're called loose meat sandwiches. But apparently they were derived from a Cuban dish, ropa veja, which is meat and tomato sauce. Actually had that when we were in Miami. We're out on South Beach, ropa veja. We put it on a sandwich, and they call it Sloppy Joe's. And apparently, the original Sloppy Joe's was in Havana, Cuba, and this Sloppy Joe's was named after that Sloppy Joe's. So that took the name because they were serving the sandwiches at the bar in Cuba, and that's where the name Sloppy Joe came for the sandwiches. And then this establishment inherited the name from the bar in Cuba, and so they do serve Sloppy Joe sandwiches here at Sloppy Joe's. That was a long explanation, but let's go get a Sloppy Joe. Where Sloppy Joe's established in 1937 here, and there is the Duval Street webcam. So right now I am live on the internet. Okay, we found a table over here in the corner. Do you know what you're getting, Jen?
I'm getting the original Sloppy Joe sandwich.
Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe.
And then the Sloppy Rita.
That's a drink?
Yeah.
Does it have beef in it?
I was afraid it did at first, but it...
All right, so there's the Sloppy Rita. Does not have any ground beef or tomato sauce in it.
No, probably good. There's another little logo on the back here.
Oh yeah. So it's just basically a margarita?
I think so. Yes, it is a margarita.
And our Sloppy Joe's from Sloppy Joe has arrived. Look how sloppy that Joe is. How sloppy is your Joe there, Jen?
It's pretty sloppy.
I've eaten a lot of Sloppy Joes throughout my life. Back when I was broke, me and my ex-wife used to eat so much manwich that it would make me physically ill. But I went years without eating manwich. I actually enjoy it once again. This is a manwich. This is the original, the OG Sloppy Joe.
It's incredible.
So that's unique. That's really good. You can actually taste like like the vegetables, the peppers, the onions, are like fresh. They're not just like canned. So that is really good. It's a zesty flavor. That is so good. That may be the best sloppy joe I've ever had.
It's also on like bread with butter and like Texas toast.
Yeah, nice bread. Hope you're cutting up your sloppy joe.
I grew up cutting mine up. And you already made fun of me about it. Do you remember when you came home from Key West and you were like, Jen, can we make sloppy joes? And we had them for like 3 or 4 nights.
Oh, because I didn't eat them. I saw that they had them here on my last night, and I'd already eaten dinner. It got me thinking about sloppy joes.
I'm sorry, Manwich. Like, Manwich has been very loyal to me as well throughout the years.
That's better than Manwich.
This is so good. I'm sorry, Manwich.
I'm an official member of the Sloppy Plate Club. You finish your sloppy joe?
Yeah,
oh.
Well, I would probably ketchup for fries, but
You need to finish your fries.
I kind of want a second sloppy joe, but I realize that's excessive.
It's good they still have some Christmas decorations up. We have the Mahi Mahi wearing an elf hat. And the big marlin over here. Oh yeah, they're all dressed like elves. Some more roosters strutting around here on the sidewalk. Uh-oh, rooster fight. Calm down, guys. Break it up. And just around the corner from Sloppy Joe's is the original Sloppy Joe's, Captain Tony's, as it is known now. And I knew about Captain Tony's because Jimmy Buffett sang about it in Last Mango in Paris. Entering Captain Tony's here, you can see the old hanging tree where they used to hang people in Key West. The bar actually built around it, and a gravestone in the floor there, Reba Sawyer. And the bar strewn with bras, dollars, and license plates.
Someone hang around as long as you will let me.
See the famous people that have
Like I said,
drank in this bar. They signed their seats. So you're gonna sit. Are you sitting in Dustin Hoffman or Clint Eastwood?
I guess Clint Eastwood. It's closer
You gotta
to
ask to a
me.
little Zach Bryan.
Jen, you got the Pirates punch there.
This is gigantic, Jake.
Look at it's got Captain Tony on the cup there.
We have one of these cups at home that I keep pens in.
You keep pens in it?
Your last trip. That's really good.
Got a lot of fruit in there.
Yeah.
Here in the pool room, you have the elite stools. They don't want anyone sitting in these stools. These are preserved up in the rafters. You got Ernest Hemingway's stool, John F. Kennedy's, and Harry Truman. On a wall here dedicated to Captain Tony himself. You can see a carving of his head, along with a couple of shrunken heads there.
Little Zach Bryan.
And another tombstone here on the floor of Elvira. Headed into Salty Frogs Bar and Grill here, because Jen saw that they had a psychic chicken.
No, remember that they used to have the chicken that like popped
Yeah.
in the circle with the golden egg and stuff?
Yeah. It's
Isn't
like
this similar?
It's like a modern version.
Yeah.
He's got a little turban on. Put your dollars in. And there he goes. Slowly rotates. Oh, he just laid an egg. What'd you get in your egg? Ew.
What is it?
It's like a weird little slug.
Ew. Can you read my fortune?
Oh, you have a fortune? It says, your kindness echoes louder than you.
Aw, that's actually really nice.
Over here is the Key West Memorial Sculpture Garden. Looks like we have a shipwreck here in the center. Someone's rescuing a child from a shipwreck. Then there's busts of different famous Key West residents such as Harry S. Truman. Yeah, I'm not familiar with everyone here. This is Henry Flagler. I actually think he is like a railroad baron, now that I think of it. The backside of the shipwreck here. Who's this guy? It's Captain John Hulling Geiger. And we've come out here to Mallory Square for the evening's sunset celebration. Every night here in Key West, people gather out here in Mallory Square to celebrate the sunset. See if we can find the sunset.
Me. 1, 2, 3. Guys, clap for Chloe. Come on. Good job, Chloe. Fantastic. Amazing job. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, check it out. Check it out. I have all 3 of these. I'm going to do a couple of tricks. First trick under the leg. This was the first trick that I learned when I started juggling. Double spins, triple spins, little flourish on the right, flourish on the left. Nobody cares. All right, cool.
There's different vendors that come out here to the celebration. A couple different psychics. Oh look, there's a sunset cruise. Hello. Hello everybody. Oh, here's a cool little sailboat.
That is a cool sailboat. Oh, they want us to do the wave.
Hello, boat people! You enjoying the boat?
She's like, we're sailing. It's so amazing. This is the cutest thing ever.
There's another boat here. Got some cool boats out right now.
So I was watching this comedian, and he has a skit about how people on boats wave, and then we wave back, and there's absolutely no reason, but it's like the purest thing in the world. It's so cute.
Headed back down Duval Street here. Here is the smallest bar. I definitely think that's the smallest, at least here in Key West. See business picking up down here by Sloppy Joe's. Out here in front of this church, found a tribute to Shel Silverstein here on the sidewalk, which I guess is fitting because he wrote "Where the Sidewalk Ends." It says, "If eternity is measured by memories treasured in the hearts of loved ones and friends, then Shel surely knows that he lives as he goes to the place where the sidewalk ends." The world's most spectacular Walgreens here inside the old Strand Theater. Down here at the Bourbon Street Pub, and they still have their New Year's decorations up. See, it says 2026. The fireworks up there on the top. You see, there's actually a giant high-heeled shoe because when they celebrate New Year's here in Key West, they'll actually lower a drag queen from the high-heeled shoe at the stroke of midnight, much like I went to the possum drop this year, where they lowered a possum at the stroke of midnight, inspired, of course, by the dropping of the ball in New York. Different places have taken to dropping different items that reflect the local culture. And here in Key West, they've taken to lowering of the drag queen on New Year's Eve. I've been wanting to visit different interesting New Year's Eve celebrations. That's why I went to the possum drop. But who knows? Maybe some of you all come out here and watch the drag queen drop here in Key West. So that was my one-day tour of Key West for Jen. Some of the highlights condensed. We definitely didn't hit everything, but nonetheless a great day here in the city of Key West, the island of Key West. We're going to be headed north tomorrow. Actually, we're going to get up really early because we got to head north because we got to get on a cruise. We are leaving from Fort Lauderdale tomorrow. We got to be at the port to get on our ship, and yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited, but also wary. There was times in my life where I said to myself, I'm never going on a cruise. I have zero desire, zero interest to go on a cruise, but I figured something I need to experience. So fingers crossed. I'm thinking we'll have a good time. Whatever happens, I'm sure it will be. It will at least be memorable. So if you guys are interested in seeing my cruise experience, I will be documenting that. I don't know. I can't promise what the internet situation is. I did pay for the high-speed internet, but we'll yet to see how that pans out. I am going to try to upload from the ship. If that just doesn't work, then I will just upload it when I get back. We'll figure it out. But I'm planning on documenting each day on the cruise ship. So stay tuned for that, and I will do my best to get that to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you guys for coming along. Thank you guys for being here while I'm going through such a rough patch in my life. It really does mean a lot to me, and thank you for continuing to come along on these adventures. If you're new here, basically what I do, I travel the United States, possibly beyond, and I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, other fun stuff. We do themed road trips. We do trains, planes, automobiles, and starting tomorrow, we're going to be doing boats. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. We also have a merch shop. It's probably on vacation right now, but once Jen gets home, it'll be back open. We sell motel key fobs, pressed pennies, enamel pins, other fun stuff. My Cameo for personalized messages is turned off right now. I may get that turned on once I get off the boat. I just don't know if I can reliably respond to those at this time, but hopefully that will be up quickly. I hope once we get off the boat. But of course, all those things help to keep this train on the track, this boat on the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.